Welcome to the Education Over Everything podcast. It's Dr. Yusuf Sabri. Want to wish you all a happy new year. So it's time to get started. All the boxes you checked in 2025, it's time to start a new list for 2026, a new list of execution, what we gonna do, how we gonna do it, all of that. So good luck, wish you the best, stay motivated, happy new year. But we just gonna jump right into it, get started. As of recent, high school basketball in Michigan has begun, and I'm kind of impressed with the level of basketball, the talent this year, 2025-26 school year. This guy's hooping, and I've been watching. I watched Denby, Mumford, Cass, Renaissance. I need to go see Old Redford. I need to go see King. I saw King on YouTube. Shout out to Roll the Dice. I've been watching a lot of his videos. But we still are not there yet. I have to see Freddie Douglass play too. Shout out to Coach Brooks. When I was coaching, I don't think I ever beat him. We had some battles, some good battles. But shout out to him, Coach Pierre Brooks, and his son, who's balling, I think, overseas. I watch, and sometimes I feel like I'm watching varsity. Sometimes I feel like I'm watching JV. I watch basketball for structure. I watch basketball for talent. I watch basketball for execution. And I can say it's a lot of it, but it could be better, a whole lot better. Some of the standout players that I've seen, that I saw thus far, have been just off memory. Of course, little Steve Hall, he balling. I think it's number 3 from Mumford, number 5 from Mumford, and I want to say 0 from Mumford. They hoop. Shout out to Cass. Shout out to Mumford. Denby, they got the guy number 21 and number 5. They good. Persian got number 1. He good. Who else? Central, A-Cuff, he's good. And it's like a couple more guys on Central that are pretty good, like a number 11, light-skinned guy. Shout out to all the light-skinned athletes in the city. Shout out to them. I got nothing but love for you, especially in the PSL. They always try that light-skinned, dark-skinned shit. Man. Shout out to all my light-skinned guys that's holding it down, for sure. They try to pit us against the brothers of dark skin. They think we soft because we light skinned. Not the case. Go watch Central play. Go watch Denby play. They got a couple light skinned niggas in there. Shout out to all my light skinned hoopers. That's busting ass for sure. So watching the games, I'm really excited. It's exciting. I haven't really sat and watched King play, but these boys hooping. And I still got some watching to do. But when we are supporting the young athletes, we have to make sure that we we help them understand the reality of the situations. And what I mean by that is, we support them athletically and tell them to give 100%. But we also have to, when I say the reality of it, we have to help them understand that all y'all probably, pretty much all y'all are not going to the league. Now, league is motivation to get better, true. But we have to help them understand that the league is not the end all be all. Some won't make it to the league. Well, pretty much all won't make it to the league, but some may make it to college. Those players that I mentioned could potentially play college basketball. But it's a lot of factors. When you talk about college, you still have to be a student athlete. So you gotta go to class, and I'm not talking about 2.0, 2.5, man. You gotta have above a 3.0 because you're competing. You're competing against people all across the country. And now sometimes in other countries, all across the United States and then other countries. Because of social media and technology, coaches can sit back and watch somebody in Canada, Mexico, Africa, Belize. They over here now. So we have to understand that we can't make our sports the only option. We can't. We have to have well-rounded support, exposure to other things. And one might say, the exposure to becoming a doctor, lawyer, dentist, plumber are not available, but basketball or football is. Man, that's a weak excuse. Stop making excuses, man. When we support these student athletes, we have to help them understand that sports is a tool. Sports is a tool. Sports is a tool. Sports is a tool. It's a teaching tool, but it's a tool. It's not the end all be all. If you don't make it to college, you can still be successful. You don't get your college paid for because of sports, you're okay. You can still make it. If you don't make it to the league, it's okay. You can still make it. We have to put value, in our minds. Value in our minds. Value in our mind. That's how we're going to make it. That's how we're going to make it. We have to put value in our mind. We have to put value in our education because we have a long life to live. And we putting all our eggs in a basket to end our life at 24, 25. What do you plan to do for the rest of your life? Your mind. Your mind. You got to use your mind. You have to use your mind. Now, I believe that it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. But it can be done. And it bothers me that we don't put emphasis, and I say we, African American community, the people that look like me, that's who I'm talking to. We don't put emphasis on anything else. Nothing else. We don't put emphasis on nothing else other than sports and music. And it continues over and over, and people keep talking about it. But as a former student athlete, I feel that it has to continue to be said. This conversation has to continue. It has to continue. Nigga, you're not making it to the league. Stop, man. Stop. I go to schools, kids talk about they gonna be an NFL player. Nigga, you 5'5", fat little chubby ass ain't finna go to no NFL. What's your grades like? I'm about to make it to the NBA. No, you not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. You're 5'8", bro. That shit is over. What's your grades like? I'm gonna be, no you, nigga. No you're not. No you're not. No you're not. No you're not. Because the shit you doing is not what Louis Lovejoy is doing at ATAP. He working on his game every day. He working on his game every single day. His brother Orlando Lovejoy, who played at UAD, worked on his game every single day. I know they daddy. They in all the gyms. Since this tall, little, what did E40 say, knee high to a grasshopper. Little. He's still little, but he killing. But he hooped on it every single day. Every day. And little boy, you ain't hooping like that. So excuse me for crushing your dreams, but I've seen dreams get made. And still people still come up short. I've seen James Steers. I've seen Jimmy Twyman. I've seen Maurice C. Wright. I've seen Donald Didlake. I've seen it. These boys went to college playing that ball. I've seen Mike Helms. I've seen everywhere I was hooping, they was hooping. Plus some. Dallas Logan, I've seen him. And gyms that you never even thought you could be in, they were in. You know why? Because we were in them too. I've seen Tawan Porter, Joseph Carr. I've seen Ricky Paulding, Joe Crawford, Malik Harrison. I've seen them. I've seen them. Every day. They hooped every single day. Every single day. I've seen them. So when you tell me you gonna make it to the league and nigga you working to get on JV, you can forget about it. I've seen Mo Ager. I've seen him. He made it to the league. I've seen it. I've coached against Dave DeJulius. I've seen it. These boys hooping. Hooping. Every day. I saw Big Dave DeJulius and Little Dave DeJulius up at Lasky at the park when he was little, working on his jump shot. I saw it. You ain't working like that. Little. So you telling me you gonna make it to the league, man? Stop playing, man. Stop playing. Stop playing. I ain't seen you in no gym. Who else did I see? Oh, little Cheeks. Darius Acuff Jr. Dog. Since he was little, hooping. All the gyms, all the tournaments, hooping, killing. Since he was little. I've seen it, and I don't see you. I don't see you. I don't see you. So you're not gonna make it. This is an everyday thing for you to make it to college on a scholarship. So when you talk that NFL, NBA talk, man, I just shake my head. Because you just talking. And that also lets me know that the parents are not supporting it, are not living in reality, and they're not supporting their child. That's what that lets me know. So if you want to make it to the league, think about making it being a professional doctor. Make it to that league. A lawyer, make it to that league. A scientist, make it to that league. A principal, make it to that league. A plumber, make it to that league. An electrician, make it to that league. A nurse, make it to that league. A dentist, make it to that league. Not the NFL, not the NBA. A welder, make it to that league. A mechanic, make it to that league. A barber, make it to that league. You could be somebody who cuts trees for a tree cutter. You can make it to that league. There's a cosmetologist, a mason, make it to that league. And the thing about chasing these lanes, these pathways, these roads, these are lifelong roads. You can live on this road for the rest of your life. You can live off your skills for the rest of your life. You can hustle off your skills for the rest of your life. You can do it. It's possible. It's being done as we speak. But when we put all our eggs in the sports basket, you headed for disappointment. You headed for disappointment without being well-rounded. You have to be well-rounded, or you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed. So parents, support groups, help our student athletes and our students understand that going to the league is probably not going to happen. Fortunately for me, I know some people who made it, but we're talking exceptional athletes, people who are not normal, like freakish athletes that they can do things athletically that the normal person can't do. Exceptionally fast, can jump out the gym, super big, super strong. Those type of people make it if they have the work. And then there's some exceptions here and there, 1.03% here, 0.003%, 0.004%. Yeah, if we want to keep harping on that. But 99.5% of us are not making it to the league. And so what are we going to do? What are we going to do? We got to live for the rest of our life. So we just going to burn out after we done hooping? No. Let me break this down for you. Put this in perspective. You graduate from high school 17, 18. If you're an athlete, you still graduating in 17, 18. If you're a non-athlete, you still graduate from high school 17, 18. Right? If you're blessed enough to make it to the league, you're probably going to spend 2 to 3 years in college, unless you're one and done, but those are super exceptions. Individual who goes to, say, community college, trade school, after high school, real estate school, after high school, can spend 2 years, 2.5 years, maybe 3. So the athlete spending 3, leave his junior year, go to the league. You spend 3 years after high school working on your trade, your skill, whatever that is, barber school, whatever school it is. Spend 3 years. You become certified. You start making money for the rest of your life. This person who's junior, who's been hooping his whole life, working his ass off to apply for a job where it's only about, 34 spots every year. And if you don't get picked for the spot this year, it's going to be damn hard for you to get that job next year. So you done worked your ass off all these years, and that's NBA. NFL, you have more chances. But let's say you make it. Let's do averages. The average career for an NBA, NFL player, let's just round it up, super up, say 6 years. We know that's wrong. But say you're making money for 6 years in the NBA. So you got in the NBA, graduated 18, 19, 20, 21, you got in there at 22, you're done hooping at 27. You're done playing football at 27. You may have made some millions, but now they're giving money away, so let's say you made some millions. So now what are you going to do for the rest of your life? Where this individual who went to trade school, what's the average career of a plumber? What's the average career of a lawyer? Well, we said trade school, so what's the average career of a welder? I'm sure it's longer than 6 years. I'm sure it's over. I mean, you can make it however long you want it to be. So, all I'm saying, I'm not saying don't chase the dream, but understand that you have a better chance of going to the casino and hitting than you do having making it to the league. Now, for my parents, y'all boy, my parents, I'm a parent, so I can talk to my parents. I've dealt with parents. Being a coach, being a school administrator, I've dealt with a lot of parents. And I'm talking about in the city of Detroit. That's where I worked 20 plus years in education in the city of Detroit. So I'm talking to my urban parents. I don't want to be the guy to say, oh, we got to do better. We got to do better. Yeah, we got to do better. But what does that mean? What does that look like? What does do better look like? I'm gonna tell you what do better looks like. Do better looks like seeking resources to help your child with their education. Do better looks like, just like you busting your ass to take that child over there to that gym.
Hey guys, my name is Amira, and this is my book, Amira's Happy Zoo, and it's about a girl who goes to the zoo, and she thinks she sees all the animals in the cages. She thinks that's unfair. So, warning, you should never do this. So this girl, Amira, goes to the zoo at nighttime and unlocks all the animals out of their cages, and then at the end of the story, all the animals come to live with Amira. You should buy the book on Amazon for $19. And $19 only.
Bust your ass to take that child over there to that tutoring. That's what do better looks like. Do better looks like don't use your smartphone to just look at Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and all that shit. Use your phone for research. Use your phone to help your child. If you don't know what a noun and verb is, look it up. We have AI now. They can basically teach you so you can teach them. You could be in a house with a phone. He could be in a house with a phone. And you could be teaching them. That's do better. The little things. But athletes and athletics, see, this is the thing. This is the thing. What I've noticed, athletics, parents take their kid to Peterson Park, take their kid to Farwell, take their kid to Tyndall, or wherever they having these practices, football practice, basketball practice, and they leave them. They leave it up to the coach. During the school year, they drop them off, leave it up to the teacher. The kid can't get everything from the teacher that they need. The kid can't get everything that they need from the coach. The little bit that you do is going to be huge because you're doing it every day. You do it every day. Pick out a word. You can log in to dictionary.com or and Webster's.com, one of them, and get the word of the day. If you do that 4 out of 7 days, you're building that child's vocabulary. You could teach yourself and then quiz your child like you know it. They need the help. Help them understand that athletics it doesn't have to be, you can buy your mama a house. No, forget that. No. It's not the child's job to buy you a house. It's your job as a parent to put that child in the best situation so they can take care of themselves. Their job is not to buy you no house. Forget that. Children, it's not your job to buy your parents a house. It's your job to make better decisions than your parents did so you won't be in that fucked up situation like they were. And you don't have to put your children in the same situation. And parents, it's your job to make sure that the children do not continue the cycle of being up in a fucked up situation. Fuck that. We have to put our kids in the best position to be successful. We have to. That's how we break our cycle. But just like we put all that energy, all that money into this